Once you arrive, getting settled onto your mat, just taking your time to kind of shed the world that had brought you to where you are right now. Just allowing a moment to find a comfortable position seated with the spine nice and long. And taking a moment to allow your eyes to close. I often feel our eyes are overlooked in a yoga practice. And what I mean by that is sometimes we allow our eyes to wander into the room that you are currently in. Notice when your eyes allow itself to find that space of wandering, how connected you are to your practice. Notice when you continuously allow the eyes to feel soft, how more connected you become to your body, to your breathing. So give yourself this moment here to just be aware of the rhythm of your breathing. Just settling into your own being on your mat. You find an intention for your practice today. What is it that you would like to achieve? How do you want to feel by the time this practice is over? Only you have the power and the strength to allow this to happen. So let's create some unison with each other in today's practice. And we'll take our inhales and exhales to counts of 4. So we'll do 2 rounds of this. Just completing your next exhale. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Just continue with this rhythm of breathing in your own time. With your next inhale, let's find wide spread arms. Bringing the palms together above your crown, maybe shifting your gaze up towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, bring the hands down to heart center. Let's do this 2 more times just to establish movement with our breath. Nice deep inhale. When the palms come together, push them into each other as you bring them down through heart center. This last round here, nice deep inhale. And exhale. Once the hands are at heart center, let's interlace them here. Draw the palms away from the heart. And just hold it here, softening your shoulders, softening your gaze so that it's just intently peeking at the back of your hands. As you work at pushing the palms away from you, stretching out your fingers. Let's take our next inhale. Take the palms and rise them up, facing the ceiling now. Take the gaze with it. And from here, let's take our hands and just rest them behind your head. Let's take an inhale here. Open up your chest. Separate the elbows wide. And as you exhale, let's bring our head in towards our chest and bring the elbows towards each other. So let's find this motion of using your inhale, open it up. And exhale to round it out. Just do this 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. With your inhale, as you come back and through center, let's release the hands on either side of the hips, just coming high on the fingertips to begin. Let's flip the right palm to the ceiling, rise it up and over so the bicep here is beside the ear. Just notice the fingertips of the left hand resting onto your mat. And now let's allow the palm to press down fully. Opening up the right side body. And let's gently twist your torso so it's twisting towards your ceiling. And we'll inhale, bring both arms in through center, palms together here. As you exhale, come onto the fingertips of the right hand towards the outer right hip. Reach out through the fingertips of the right. Just notice the hand of the right here. And now put the palm to face down completely. Take a gentle twist of your torso towards your ceiling. Then we'll inhale, bring everything in through center. Let's come in through that same sequence, coming to the left. Just take the palm face down onto the mat. You open up the right side body. Inhale in through center. Exhale, come over to the right. And we'll inhale in through center. One more time. Exhale to the left. Keep the belly pulling in as you make these movements in your body. Inhale in through center. And exhale to the right. Inhale in through center. Let's settle now into a twist to the left. Let's take the back of the right hand to the top of the left thigh. Just hold it here, settling into a twist and the sensations that are present. And with an inhale, as you keep your navel pulling in, bring everything in through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Let's take the left hand to the top of the right thigh. Find that twist, settle into that sensation on this side. And we'll inhale everything in through center. So let's come in and out of this. As you exhale, twist to the left. And we'll inhale in through center. Try and stay with this rhythm of your breathing as you exhale to the right. And inhale in through center. Last time on each side. Exhale left. And inhale center. Exhale right. And inhale center. This time, let's bring the hands just directly out in front of you. We're going to find tabletop here. So let's release our knees into hip width. Let's find the hands at shoulder width apart. And the knuckles pushing down and towards your mat. Right away from your neutral tabletop, let's take cat-cow. Finding roundness in through your back with an exhale. As you lower your belly, open the chest and chin with an inhale. See if you can invite this unison with your breathing. Just being nice and playful with the motion in your body. Articulating your spine. Once you finish your cat with a round back, let's meet neutral tabletop. We're going to come into a variation of extended tabletop here. So let's extend the right leg back. Let's keep the right toes just hovering over your mat to begin. As you reach out through your right heel, flex out through your right glute. And let's inhale, maybe lift now the right leg just a bit higher. And as you exhale, lower it back down to that hover. So this is our motion. Let's connect with our breath. Inhale, lift the right leg as high as you can. Exhale, lower it, keep it at a hover. Let's find those counts of 4. Inhale, lift the right leg. Exhale, lower. Last time, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. This time, let's lower the ball of the big toe of the right foot onto your mat. Holding it here and just stretch out the back of the right calf by reaching out through your right heel just a bit more. And we'll lower the right knee back onto your mat to meet the left. If you need to shake out your wrist here, maybe wiggle out the fingers and find that. When you arrive in your neutral tabletop, take a couple cat-cows just to create a reset with your spine. Think of cat-cow in that way. Once you finish your cat, rounding the back, neutral tabletop here. Let's extend the left leg back. Keep the toes at a hover over your mat. Flex out through the left heel and the left glute. And we'll inhale to lift the left leg as high as you can. Exhale, lower it to a hover. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now notice your gaze as we continue this motion. Inhale, lift. Is it remaining nice and soft? Exhale, lower. Try to establish that. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, count to 4. And exhale. Last round, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale. Now let's lower the ball of the big toe onto the mat. Reach out through your left heel, find that nice stretch in the back of your left calf. And we'll lower the left knee now to meet the right, neutral tabletop here. Again, if you need to find some easy movement, shaking the hands, wiggling the fingers, and find that. Let's reset our spine, couple cat-cows here. Let's come back in through neutral tabletop. So from neutral tabletop, let's think about how we're engaging our body. Let's think about our hands, evenly distributing weight in through them. Our chin neutral to our chest. Our gaze nice and soft. Our belly pulling in. Now let's tuck our toes and lift the hips up and back to find downward facing dog. Maintaining that engagement in your body that you did in your neutral tabletop. Keeping your belly pulling in and your hips lifting up and back. Now let's drop our head nice and deep in towards your chest. Shifting your gaze between your thighs. Reaching your heels a little bit closer towards your mat. Let's find a flow within our body. So as you inhale, let's come forward, back in through our cat position, lowering the knees, rounding your back. From your cat, let's sink the hips back towards your heels, extended tabletop. Keep the elbows lifted from your mat and give your head a moment to be nice and heavy. As you inhale, look forward, pulling yourself in through your cow, opening the chest and lifting the chin. With your exhale, neutral tabletop, flat back, tuck the toes, downward facing dog as you lift the hips up and back. So that's our flow. Let's come into it 3 more times as you inhale, coming through your cat, lower the knee, round your back. Sink your hips towards your heels. Head is nice and heavy. Wait for your inhale. You look forward, finding your cow. Now as you exhale, neutral tabletop to take downward facing dog. Let's think about our gaze for the next 2 rounds. Inhale, come forward, find your cat. Try to keep the eyes relaxed here. Extended child's pose. Head is heavy. Inhale, find your cow. Then exhale, neutral tabletop, find your downward facing dog. Last round here. Maybe we close our eyes completely for this last round. Inhale, find your cat. You know the flow. Connect with your body. Sink the hips towards the heels. Head is heavy. Inhale, come forward. Find your cow. Exhale, neutral tabletop. Take downward facing dog. From our downward dog, let's come through a standing forward fold. So we'll walk our feet towards your hands. Let's reset our back here with a halfway lift. So let's take our hands to the tops of the thighs. Find your belly pulling in, your tailbone tucking down, and your chin neutral to the chest. With this nice flat back, let's take our hinge forward from your hips to forward fold completely. Just allowing the hands here to dangle alongside the legs. Maybe give the head a nice nod yes, a nice nod no. We'll just hold it here. Once you've made this nice easy motion in your forward fold, settle into a place of stillness. Holding the position, remaining in the shape. Settling into your breathing here. Can you encourage some deeper breaths? Just on your own. Finding a rhythm that suits you here. And with your next breath in, let's take a nice deep bend in your knees as you slowly come up halfway to that flat back once again. Let's take our hands here towards your hips and very slowly begin to rise up into standing. Put the hands alongside the body. Let's find Swamasthiti here. Giving your shoulders maybe a nice roll back, nice roll forward. And then taking the shoulders towards the bottom of your ears and relaxing them away. Just settling into our standing position for a moment. I encourage in this moment to, again, notice your eyes. Notice the quality of your gaze. Can you allow it to be fixed on one point? Are your eyes wandering? Or are they relaxed in a closed position? Feeling the effects of your balance. From here, let's find a half sun salutation. As you inhale, find your wide spread arms once again, palms together here. As you exhale, take a nice forward fold. Take that hinge from your hips. Inhale, find your halfway lift, flat back. This time, as you exhale, let's take the hands down to the mat and let's step the left foot way back. Lower the knee, flatten the top of your foot. Let's take the hands to the top of the right thigh. And once you arrive here, take the shoulders to roll back to lift up through your heart. And let's settle into our stance here. So let's take a peek at the right knee. We have this nice 90-degree angle. How's the left knee? Does it need a little bit more padding? Do you need to maybe roll the mat or fold it on the side? Let's find our hands towards our hips here, and let's think about squaring the hips. So as you draw the right hip back slightly, draw down through the right heel. Keep that engaged. Pulling the left hip forward very slightly. The belly pulls in and your tailbone tucks down. So you might even feel a nice stretch in the top of the left quad. Now let's release the hands alongside our body. Inhale, find wide spread arms. Let's bring the palms together here. Let's create movement. So as you exhale, let's bring our hands in through a T position as we twist to the right. So the left hand's in front of you, right hand's behind. Are you keeping stability in your right leg? Inhale as you bring both arms back in through center. And exhale, let's twist now to the left. Right hand in front of you, left hand behind. Are you keeping the stability in the right leg? Let's take this nice and slow. Inhale in through center. Find those counts of 4. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale in through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Just do one more time on each side. Counts of 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, twist. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, center. 2, 3, 4. Exhale, twist. 2, 3, 4. Inhale, coming through center. Bring the palms together here. This time as you exhale, let's bring our hands behind your back. Interlace them here. Descend the hands away from your lower back. Squeeze your shoulder blades to each other. Lift up through your heart. Coming through a nice, gentle back bend. And from here, let's release the hands now on either side of your right foot. Let's come in through a low lunge. So we'll tuck the left toes under. Lift the left knee off your mat. And just give the hips a nice pulse up and down here to loosen up your hip joints. Let's pause here for a moment just to establish strength in our right leg as you draw down through the heel. Strengthen our left leg as you continue to engage, drawing out through the left. And from here, we'll lower the left knee back onto our mat. Release the right leg back to meet the left. So now you're finding yourself in neutral tabletop. From our neutral tabletop, reset the spine, couple cat-cows. Once you finish your next cat, take a flat back and let's find downward facing dog once again. From downward dog, walk your hands back towards your feet. And we'll inhale here, halfway lift, flat back, belly pulls in, tailbone tucks down. With this flat back, take your hinge forward from your hips, and we'll hold it here. Just settling into allowing the arms to relax on either side of your legs. To take note of the sensations you're feeling in your face here as you allow your head to be nice and heavy. Most importantly, create space within your body by deepening your breath. Allow your breath to guide you into finding stillness in this space. To maybe notice a difference on your right side compared to your left. With your next deep inhale, let's take a bend in your knees as you slowly come up halfway, finding your flat back. Bring your hands in towards your hips and slowly rise back up, Swamasthiti here. Hands alongside the body. If you want to roll your shoulders in both directions, then maybe find that. Once you've settled into that movement, just take a moment in stillness in your Swamasthiti. And once again, notice your eyes, the quality of your gaze. and how it affects your connection to your own body. Maybe trying to close the eyes if they aren't already, to be aware of your balance and how it is affected. Notice your breathing here. And let's prepare ourselves, thinking about finding that sequence on the opposite side. So when you are ready, let's inhale, find wide spread arms here. Palms together above your crown. As you exhale, very slowly find your hinge forward from your hips. Inhale, find your nice halfway lift. As you exhale, hands down to the mat, right foot steps way back, lower the knee, flatten the top of your foot. Walk the hands to the top of the left thigh. Once you arrive there, give the shoulders a roll back to encourage lifting through your heart. And now let's take your hands here towards your hips and let's think about the left knee. Do you have that nice 90-degree angle? Do you need to pad in the right knee a little bit more? Think about continuously drawing down through the left heel, bringing the left hip back and pulling the right hip forward. Let's take our gaze and just find one fixed point to gaze at. Find the strength in just remaining here. And we'll release the hands now alongside the body. Inhale, find wide spread arms, palms together here. As you exhale, let's twist to the left, bringing the right hand in front of you, left hand behind. Think about the left leg remaining engaged. And we'll inhale, bring everything into center. Exhale, twist to the right, left hand in front of you, right hand behind. Think about the left leg. And we'll inhale in through center. So let's do this 3 more times. Keep the gaze relaxed as you exhale, twist to the left. Inhale in through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale in through center. Let's think about those counts of 4 with our breathing. Exhale to the left. 4, inhale in through center. 4, exhale to the right. Think about the left leg. Inhale in through center. Maybe we challenge ourselves with eyes closed for this last round. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. And inhale, center. This time, let's bring the hands behind the back. Interlace them here the opposite way you did last time, so it should feel uncomfortable. As you descend the hands away from your lower back, lift up through your heart. Maybe find a gentle back bend here. And from here now, let's release the hands on either side of the left foot. Let's find our low lunge, tucking the right toes, lifting the right knee off of your mat. Let's give the hips a nice pulse up and down here, loosen the hip joints. And from here, let's pause for a moment, just to encourage strength in our left leg, continuing to draw down through the heel. Strength in the right as you reach out. Now let's lower the right knee onto the mat. Take the left knee to meet the right, so you're finding neutral tabletop here. Again, cat-cow, reset your spine. From here, once you come in through your last cat with a round back, take neutral tabletop, and let's release the legs out in front of you and come to lay flat on your back. finding corpse posture here. When you arrive laying flat on your back, try to keep your legs straight for a moment. The toes falling away from each other. The palms facing the ceiling. Just check in with the back of your neck. Let the chin tuck in slightly. Now notice your body here. Notice how it feels. Any heat that may have built up after all the effort you have just given yourself. Your breath here might be a bit short. Just notice that. Give it time to come back into a nice, comfortable place. Feeling soft back within your face, relaxing those muscles. When you are ready, let's bend our knees. Let's just allow the knees to fall in towards each other at midline. We're going to work on some pranayama exercises here. So make sure you're nice and comfortable in this position. If you find you maybe want a bit more in your stretch, you can perhaps bring the soles of the feet together and the knees to fall wide into butterfly. But if you're happy with the knees just falling into each other, then find that. So once you've come into your comfortable space, we're going to work a bit on box breathing. So inhaling for 4, top of that inhale, holding the breath. Exhaling for 4, and at the bottom of the exhale, holding that breath. So all counts of 4 here, and we'll do 2 rounds of this. When you are ready, just take a nice comfortable breath in to begin here. Comfortable breath out. We'll begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Just allow a moment here just to breathe nice and comfortably as you allow those effects to just settle in. When you are ready, just begin here to bend your knees in towards your chest. Pulling the knees nice and close and towards you. Maybe finding a gentle rocking from side to side. Some small circles in both directions. And from here, let's keep our knees pulled into our chest. And we'll release our hands here into a T position. Just take a peek along the arms. Just make sure they're in line with your shoulders. And we're going to move in and out of twisting our body to the right and to the left. So let's begin with the knees nice and close and towards your chest. And let's let the knees come over to the left. Just allow them to hover, so keep the belly pulled in. And we'll bring our knees in through center. And now allow them to hover to the right. And inhale in through center. Hover to the left. Inhale, center. Hover to the right. Inhale, center. Let's do this 2 more times on each side. Hover to the left. And center. Hover to the right. Last time on each side. Inhale, center. Hover to the left. Inhale, center. Hover to the right. And as you inhale here in through center, let's just lower the soles of the feet onto our mat. Take them as wide as your mat here. And just give the knees here a windshield wiper from side to side. And once you are ready, bring your knees back in towards your chest. And let's straighten your legs here towards your ceiling. Just take the hands alongside the body now. Check back in with the back of your neck. Just let the chin tuck in slightly. And now let's take our gaze here towards your toes and just begin to wiggle your toes, giving them a bit of love. And now let's actively point your toes towards your ceiling and flex your feet, reaching your heels towards your ceiling. One more time, inhale to point the toes. And exhale to flex the feet. Let's bend your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a bit of a bear hug here. Let's find our T position once again with our arms. And this time, let's allow the knees to fall all the way to the left. Grounding down through your right shoulder. Turning your head away from the knees as long as your neck allows it. Just find a moment of softness here. Let's come into our breathing as we remain in this position of stillness. Let's do 2 rounds of our counts to 4. When you are ready, complete your next exhale. We'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. When you are ready, very slowly begin to bring your knees back into center. Maybe give yourself another big hug with the knees pulling close in towards you before allowing the knees now to fall all the way to the right. Let them relax there. Just ground down through your left shoulder. Maybe turn your head away from your knees. Let's fall back into this rhythm with our breathing. So when you are ready, let's take a comfortable breath in here. A comfortable breath out. And we'll inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Give yourself a moment to be aware of the changes that may have occurred. When you are ready, let's slowly bring your knees back into center. Give yourself that nice big bear hug once again. And we'll straighten your legs back towards your ceiling. Hands alongside the body. And this time, let's create rotations in our ankles. So let's begin with the right ankle, just rotating it in one direction, and then in the opposite. Now relax the right foot and rotate the left ankle. And now go in the opposite direction. And now relax both of your feet, bend your knees back into your chest. Let's bring your forehead here in towards your knees. An option, if you'd like, to rock forward and back all along your spine, you can find that. If not, just roll to one side and let's meet in a seated position with the legs extended out in front of you, and we'll come in through an extended forward fold. So when you arrive here, it's always nice to bring the inner thighs down, outer thighs up, create space in your hamstrings. Feet are nice and flexed, and we'll inhale, find your wide spread arms. Use this to invite length in your spine. And as you exhale, just reach your arms forward, let them fall wherever they fall. Most importantly here, just allow your head to tuck in towards your chest. This might restrict your forward fold just a bit, but I encourage you to keep your head nice and heavy to invite this true roundness in through your back. Now that you've settled into the upper body being relaxed, let's think about our legs. Let's think about flexing through your feet and drawing your legs down in towards your mat. Let's think about our belly now. Actively pull it in towards the front of your spine. Relax your shoulders. And with eyes closed here, soften the muscles in your face. Just thinking about it creates that change. And now notice your breathing. This comfortable rhythm of your breath that it has settled at. And let's encourage here controlling our breathing once again. Counts of 4. Nice comfortable breath in here. Comfortable breath out. 1 inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. And exhale. And just allow yourself now this moment to observe any changes. Observe the quality of your gaze. Any sensations in your belly. When you are ready, very slowly begin to just rise up and away. Let's just counter this by bringing the hands behind the hips. Roll your shoulders back, lift up through your heart. Maybe here even bend your knees, take the feet as wide as your hips, and just give the knees That nice motion from side to side. From here, let's meet back in a cross-legged seated position. We're going to work on some alternate nostril breathing here. So before we come into our pranayama exercise, just take a moment to, once again, find that length in your spine. Taking the hands to the tops of the knees and allowing the elbows to be nice and close in towards your side body. Soften your shoulders. Let them be relaxed. Let the chin be neutral to your chest. Close your eyes here. How are you holding your body? How does it feel? And know that part of all of these asanas that we go through in yoga practice is so that we can remain in this position with ease, with a bit of comfort, so that we may raise the energy along your spine, creating space. Just allow the breath here to be noticed. Let's take the right hand here towards the bridge of your nose. We'll use our thumb to close the right nostril and the forefinger to close the left. So when you are ready, let's take an inhale through both your nostrils here, and an exhale through both. We'll begin closing the right, inhale through the left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. Inhale left, close left, exhale right. Inhale right, close right, exhale left. And we'll inhale left, close left, and as you exhale right, release the right hand back down to the right thigh. Give yourself a moment here to be aware of any changes that have occurred in your body, allowing those effects of controlling your breath to settle. This next few moments of your practice is a Mysore. So it's there for you to make any movement in your body that you wish to make. If by all means you would like to remain just in the seated position, you can choose that. You are ready for your final resting posture of Shavasana, then you can find that. But I will cue you when we should all be in our Shavasana. I like to encourage these last few moments as a Mysore, as an opportunity to flex your muscle of what you intuitively need, listening to that voice inside you. is your time here. Notice what you've created, where you have chosen to be. When you are ready to just slowly finish up your last bit of movement and to allow yourself to fall into your Shavasana, laying completely flat onto your mat. Finding a bit of stillness here. You take a moment to soften and relax your body. Once you've allowed yourself to find a comfortable space here, commit to stillness, to finding your eyes fall heavy into your skull, your cheeks to almost melt away from your face, your jaw to soften. Your body in this moment is relaxed. You are protected by a beam of pure white light that surrounds your entire being. This light gives you warmth and the protection you need so that you may just be. slowly allowing a bit of light to come into your fingertips, into your toes, and to allow just a gentle smile to come onto your face so that you may attract this happiness and joy and peace that you have created. Just take your time, slowly bending your knees, rolling to one side, and allowing yourself to come in through a seated position with the palms together at heart center. Taking a moment here just to bow towards your fingertips. Sometimes life can bring us some unexpected challenges. Learning to navigate through things we cannot control is why we come to a yoga practice. So honor this time you have given yourself to connect with your mind, body, and spirit, to let go of what you cannot control. But let us now bow to the elements of earth, air, fire, and water, to the directions of north, south, east, and west. Please allow us to close with the sound of Om, followed by Aum. When you are ready, inhaling deeply. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.